Germany's going to get its first taste of NFL action, so it only makes sense that Tom Brady is part of that rollout. Taking on the Seahawks, speaking of Russell Wilson's old team, who are projected to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. By the way, since 2017 here, guys, the under has hit on 8 of 13 games over there. Is that a trend to look at for this one with a total of 46.5, Reid?
Yeah. Look, unless Tampa Bay puts up 30 plus, right, which is completely viable. I mean, look at that line. This is the Russell Wilson wake of them not having anybody. I mean, what did they get, right? What did they get this year? It's pretty much nothing. It's Geno Smith. DK Metcalf looks like he wants to stay in Seattle, so that's kind of nice. They picked up Nwosu from the Los Angeles Chargers. But speaking of that, there's no pressure that they can apply on this quarterback. That is the David Hasselhoff of the NFL. This guy is, I mean, he's going to be playing until he's 50. And when you got Brady, who throws the ball one of the quickest, right? His release time is so quick. And you talk about Seattle, they were 7th worst in pressure rating. So the one thing that scares me is that Tampa Bay could put up 30 plus, and then this would be just 2 touchdowns for Seattle in garbage time that could go over this. I'm in Jeff's camp of waiting on this, or potentially waiting on this one, that this line could move down, right? This could move down. He thinks those lines could move up. This number could move down with how bad Seattle's going to be in the beginning of the season. So I want to kind of wait until this is maybe 43.5, maybe 44, maybe most likely 43.5, and then bet the over.
All right, it's Tom Brady's comeback tour here, Jeff. Bucs are still quite loaded. And there's some intrigue with Seattle. Like, is Pete Carroll actually going to roll out Geno Smith or Drew Lock as his quarterback?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yes, that's Pete Carroll. He thinks he's smarter than the NFL, and then he can win with those guys. And yes, no, I don't want to wait on the number. I want to take the under today, right now. You want Drew Lock to score 14 points against the Tampa Bay defense? Good luck. Seattle was 6-10-1 to get to the under last year with Russell Wilson. This team is not going to score any points. Tampa Bay is going to go over there, put up 20 points, and their defense is going to take over. 46.5. This is, again, and we even have the trend of unders being, the favorite in the away game, in the, the overseas games. No, the 46.5, it's too big. I think the under right now is actually a good bet.
Is this going to be a feisty matchup, Pearce?
Yes, it will. Take the over. Seattle is going to come back to life now that Russell Wilson is out of town. We know those receivers are good. We know the running backs are good. They've improved the offensive line. What was the weak link in Seattle? Look at what they did last year with Russell Wilson. It was Russell Wilson. He couldn't make the plays that he used to make. He couldn't get the ball down the field. He wasn't as accurate on those big plays to Metcalf and Lockett. He hit them occasionally, but not very often. Now that he's gone, watch Baker Mayfield come in and start hitting those big bombs. And also, they've got 3 solid running backs there with a good offensive line. And not to mention, Tampa's going to have no problem scoring points. They also need to sign Cole Beasley if he ever gets done recording his latest rap album. But I think if you add Cole Beasley to Tampa, they're going to be unstoppable.
Jeff, does your opinion change on this game if they do land a Baker Mayfield or Nick Foles?
I'm going to be serious. No.
Okay. Because that was a serious question.
First time he's serious about Nick Foles.
No, Pete Carroll's going to run the ball. He drafted a running back. He's got 3 starting running backs. What do you think Pete Carroll's going to do? The games with Seattle are going to be hyper ugly this year. I don't know what honestly, as every day I go on, the things Pearce says can't get any crazier, and then we come on the show, and lo and behold, Russell Wilson is the problem with the Seahawks. So, I don't know, man.
What do you have something to say, Pearce? It looked like you did.
So when you run a run-heavy offense, they have to bring safeties down. That allows you to take the deep shots. It works perfectly for their system. That's what they do. That's how you get these DK Metcalf Lockett bombs.